Hey everybody, it's Jamie, aka the Bag Lady, and Frankie is here. Today is Tuesday, June 20th. What I've got for you today is a Funbox. I will most likely be posting this video on Friday. I do have an America's Thrift Supply designer box coming. It's not here yet, which is why I'm not unboxing it for you. But Mom is having surgery this week on Thursday. So by the time you see this, Mom will have had surgery the day before. But I just wanted to make sure that I had content for you guys and time to get everything from the box listed. So with that, it is going to be a Funbox Friday. For those of you that don't know me, if this is your first time here, again, my name's Jamie, aka the Bag Lady. I am a part-time reseller on Poshmark, The RealReal. Occasionally I do live auction sales on Whatnot. By day, I'm a business banking loan renewal specialist. And today's fun box is from Phoenix, Arizona. So let's see how it is. The last one I got, I think I listed, I think almost every single piece in that box was listed. At least 10 of, I believe, the 12 pieces that I got were listable. And actually, they really all could have been. But my sister-in-law wanted, Frank, get down. My sister-in-law wanted the apron. And one of my subscribers said she really liked the CZs. So that's why I didn't list those other two items. So, all right, with that, we're going to get on with this fun box from Phoenix, Arizona. I ordered this on June 14th. It's only the 20th, so boxes are definitely coming quicker than they used to. And the first peek, I did kind of peek, but then here we go. I am loving what I'm seeing so far. So we got to put this paper somewhere. And look at, Arizona used to only give one piece of paper. Now we got a couple. So first up, oh God, not another one of these. Okay, I'm going to go with the Boomba's socks, easy list. These are a size large. One pair purchased is one pair donated, which I love. These always sell quick. They are dress socks. They're gray with, it looks like navy polka dot. Frank, stop licking me. Okay, so there's, Frank, get down. Frank, we're not. Frank, I do not have enough hair left on my head for you to jump in it. Every time, I swear to God, we have the same conversation, Frank and I. All right, for those of you that know me really well, you know that I love anything Kiss Lock. So this is so cute. Oh, look at, and it's got, so this can be carried, I think it's faux, oh, maybe it's real leather. I don't know. So this can be carried with the chain as a little satchel, or you can tuck the chain away and make it a clutch. This is by Aldo. And let's see. Oh, there is a fabric tag. Oh, it says made in China. Damn, I thought it was a fabric tag. So I honestly don't know if this is leather or not. It's probably man-made. If it's from Aldo, I believe. I don't know if they do real leather. Anyway, cute. It's listable. It's got a brand. So for sure. Love it. Next up, new with tags, Seahawks wallet. Oh, this is by Loungefly, which is a decent brand. It does sell. So, this is brand new with tags. So, here we go. It's a zippy. I guess I should be holding this shit up for you guys to see instead of just looking at it. But NFL, the Seahawks. I don't watch football, Frank. You're going to go on ban again. Mommy's going to start doing videos without you. So anyway, there's that. If anybody's interested, hit me up. So this is what I'm whining about, you guys. I have one of these. Oh, the one that I have is actually a little bit different. It's a rattan crossbody. Boy, no. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Okay. Frankie is really full of it today. And you know what? I am struggling so bad, you guys, with hair loss that I can't have him jumping up in my head like that. Anyway, back to this rattan purse. So it is rattan crossbody. I do have one of these listed already in my closet. It's a little different. This one does seem to have a little bit of light cracking on the rattan. The difference is this one's got a bow, my other one doesn't. So definitely listable. And the other one is getting a little bit of attention. All right. Okay, so this next piece is, it looks like a bralette, black bralette. It is it's a size medium. Technically my size, but there's no way my girls are gonna fit in that. But this is by Theatricals Classwear by discountdance.com. So, I don't know. I mean, it's listable. It's new with tags, bralette, it's listable. All right, and then I have a jewelry item. I have a ring, you guys. It's a tiny ring. Okay, so tiny ring. I am not sure if this is silver or not, or what these little navy stones, blue stones are. Oh gosh, it's super tiny, and I have small fingers. So, there it is. I'll have to find out more about it. I don't know. It's stamped in here, but I can't. Oh yeah, it's stamped with the 925. So I'll have to do a little bit more research on this ring, but it is stamped with the 925. So I am not mad about that piece, even though you guys know I'm not a jewelry fan. All right, now that Frankie's gone, I can set the box next to me. He's looking out the window. All right, next up is Bobby Brooks. I think this is probably a Walmart brand because they have a $12.50 retail price. These are some sweats, pink and gray. I mean, they're cute. What do they say down the side? Queen. What size are they? These are ladies small. So I might even actually see if mom wants these. She lives in sweatpants. So if mom wants them, I won't list them. Or even if they fit me, because they actually look kind of curvy. So not sure if I'm listing those or not. Next up, we have, holy shit. Okay. This has a retail price of $118. It is a long sleeve turtleneck. Oh, the ballet long sleeve turtleneck bodysuit. One size fits size 2 to 14. Wardrobe Workhouse, this versatile bodysuit is made from ultra stretchy, seamless material for the body hugging fit. It looks like the branding on it is Commando, perhaps. So $118 retail price. I will look to see what that comps out for. Hopefully it comps out good and it pays for the box for me. So okay, so next up we have an extra small footed hooded pajamas. And that looks like a Macy's tag on there. And I mean, it's got a $59.50 original price, but I mean, this is not the time to be listing this. So I probably will hold off listing this even until fall or winter. And it looks like the last item is this. and it looks like it's just a laptop cover. I don't see any branding or anything. Yeah, there's no branding. I don't know if I'll list this or not. So let's count, because I kind of feel like this box was light, huh? On the number of pieces. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and exactly 10 pieces. So I got exactly 10 pieces in this box, you guys. It's not all gonna be listable. But you know what? Hopefully that bodysuit checks out and comps out really nice. Not a bad box. I definitely think I can make my money back on this. So with that, it brings me to story time. I don't really have a whole lot to report, you guys. Well, actually, I do have a lot to report, you guys. In fact, give me a minute. Okay, sorry about that. So the last time I talked to you guys, I bought a Harley, and I was taking my Harley class. Well, I took my Harley class this past Friday night. First night was awesome. I did the written test. I only missed one question, and that was because I second guessed myself. And when they put us on the Jumpstart bike, which is like a stationary Harley that's set up to where you can ride it and bang out through all the gears, but in a stationary position, I did awesome. Awesome on that. So Saturday, day 1 of in-person class and first day of riding. We were supposed to do, I think, 6 or 8 exercises. I think 6. I made it through the first 3. And then I had to make the unfortunate decision that if I continued, I would become a danger to myself or to others. It was way, way, way more physical than what I remember. And I just was not recovered enough from surgery, you guys. I was only 6 weeks out. For the first hour, all we did was sit on this motorcycle and walk it forward and walk it backwards while we were sitting on it with our feet. It sounds really easy, but that bike was heavy. And let's see, I did drop it once. And I didn't get hurt or anything, because the way that they have these motorcycles set up, they've got emergency like tubing on it so that it doesn't fall completely to the ground. But I was raised up where if you can't pick that bitch up off the ground, your ass shouldn't be riding it. So when I dumped my bike, the coach came over and he was perfectly willing and able to pick it up for me. And I said, no. If I'm gonna ride this, I need to know how to pick it up. I gotta be able to get it up off the ground. What if I'm riding alone? So he did this and he backed up. He's like, yep, I know a stubborn woman when I see one. I'm gonna get the hell out of here. So I didn't like bend over and pick up the bike. They actually taught a technique, and it just so happened that I dropped the bike. If you're gonna drop it, you wanna drop it on the side that the kickstand is not on, so you can then open up the kickstand and then get on the other side of the bike and using your butt and your legs kind of push it back up. Well, I did that. I should not have done that. I knew immediately after doing that I had hurt myself. And anyway, I finished up that exercise. I made it through the next exercise, and I just knew that physically I could not continue. Not without being a danger to myself or others. So I went and I talked to the instructor, And, you know, I paid to take this class. Decent amount of money too, I might add. And I said to her, I cannot continue without becoming a danger to myself or others. And I said, is there any possibility that, you know, I can do this again? She's like, no, not unless you pay again. And I said, really? I said, you know, I just had a tummy tuck on May 1st. I wore my binder, and I pulled up my shirt and I showed her my binder. I said, I wore my binder. I thought I would be able to do it. Physically, I just can't. And, you know, I don't want to disrupt the class. I don't want to hurt anybody. I don't want to hurt myself. And she was like, you know, she kind of chilled out a little bit after that. Because, you know, sometimes as women, we can be harder on other women just because we mentally want them to succeed. And the lady coach actually was pretty hard on me. And she really thought that was why I was dropping, was because she was hard on me. And I said, no, absolutely not. I am tough. I can take it. You yelling at me is just your way of trying to help me get better. I get it. I've got bad habits from when I used to ride back in the day that I need to break in order to become a safe rider. And I said, it's not you yelling at me. It is physical. Really, I had surgery. I can't do it. So she did ask me to hang around and watch the next exercise. I think she was hoping that, you know, midway through, I would say, okay, pull the bike back out, I'm ready. But I wasn't. I just couldn't do it physically. It wasn't, you know, and then here's the thing with riding a motorcycle. It can be physical, but it's mental too. So once you start to lose it physically, your mental game goes, you know, and you got a lot going on with trying to use the clutch and the brake and shift and you know what? So anyway, that was that. And I did sit and I did watch and, you know, and the longer I sat there, the more pain I was in. And I knew I needed to get home. I needed to get home. I needed to get on the couch and I needed a damn pain pill, you know, period. End of story. So after the exercise, you know, was over that I watched, I approached her and I just let her know that I was going to go ahead and go home. And, you know, I said, if I got to pay the $350 to take the class again, I will. And she said, no. She said, just reach back out to me when you're ready and we'll work you in. She said, it's all good. And she did even email me over the weekend to make sure that I was okay. So, you know, it is what it is. And I've even, you know, not gonna lie to you guys, I've even been seriously like rethinking the whole, do I really want to jump on a motorcycle and drive my own ass to bike night? Is it really that important anymore? And, you know, for 20 plus years, I've bitched about how I cashed out my Harley fund to buy my ex-husband, a wedding gift. And now I have a Harley sitting in my garage and I'm not so sure that I really want to ride her anymore. So I don't know. My father-in-law, I did ask my father-in-law or left him a message asking him if he could take me for a ride. Because I was really going over things in my mind and it's like, you know, I'm like a toddler who goes from crawling to running, you know, and that's what I'm trying to do with this motorcycle. I haven't even ridden on the back of one, let alone drove my own in over 30 years. So I thought, you know, let me get back to basics here. You know, I started out on the back of somebody's bike. That's how, you know, I eventually came to want to ride my own and learn to ride and all of that. So called my ex-father-in-law, left him a message, asked him if he could take me out for a bike ride this weekend. I'm sure he will. Because then, you know, back to the basics. Get comfortable with what you know and then grow from there. Let's see, Young Buck. We chatted a little bit the other night. I still don't think it's going to go anywhere. And that's fine. You know what? I'm not pining for him. We're going to run into each other because we run in the same circles. So we're going to run into each other. I just didn't want it to be awkward for either of us. And So I reached out and wished him a happy Father's Day, and, you know, we messaged a little bit, and that was that. You know, I had the ex-husband over for Father's Day, barbecued. I ended up inviting his parents down because the brothers bailed on me, and I had all this food, and I'm like, well, shit, somebody's got to eat it. Mom and I can't eat all this food. Zach doesn't eat leftovers. And, you know, I had $120 worth of kebabs, so I invited him down to eat. And you know what? It was a nice day. Very, very nice day. You know, nice day. That's all I can say. I had my second therapy session yesterday. So I've got two therapy sessions in. Already I'm feeling a little bit better mentally. Although I'm not going to lie, you know, the whole motorcycle riding class thing really did kind of throw me for a loop because I didn't realize, you know, that I wasn't ready. I thought I was ready. Oh, shit. And then you guys, not only did I have to drop out of motorcycles class, then Saturday night, Zach and his buddies asked me for a ride to a party. So I took them. And it was just 1.5 miles down the road. You'd think that I could get 1.5 miles down the road, safe and sound, everybody. And I did. We made it to the party safe and sound. But unfortunately, as I was taking them to the party, it was dark. It was, you know, 10:30 at night. And driving down a dark ass country road. And yes, I had my lights on, but I did not see until it was too late. There was a whole tribe of raccoons in the middle of the road feeding on a dead carcass. And while I tried to avoid hitting any of them, there was a lot of them. And unfortunately, I got a couple. And let me tell you, I dropped the boys off and to the party, turned around and went home. And I was really seriously rethinking my ability to operate any type of a motor vehicle at that particular point in time. Because I felt so terrible. You know, I never, ever, ever want to take out one of God's creatures, either by accident or any other means. I would never, ever, ever, you know, by any other means. But even, you know, accidents happen, but it was not pretty. I'm not gonna lie, I probably cried a tear or two for them raccoons. And I even mentioned it during my therapy session, and my therapist was like, he like seriously addressed it. He's like, okay, how are we feeling about, you know, the raccoons? Are you okay with it? Are you still upset about it? I said, Ben, because my therapist's name is Ben. I said, Ben, while I feel terrible that I inadvertently killed a couple of God's creatures, I also realized, you know, circle of life, they were in the middle of the road feeding. It was an accident. So anyway, but you know what? I'm glad that he's taken the shit that I put out there that I choose to talk about seriously. So, and we're getting to know each other. So he didn't know if that was a crisis for me or not. And it wasn't. But anyway, you guys, I've yammered on long enough. I mean, I got a whole lot more. I could go back to well, whatever it was with the ex-husband. Because I forgot to tell you guys that while we were at the second bar, we were sitting outside smoking, and some biker man wandered up to me and started chatting me up right in front of my ex-husband. And so anyway, but I don't know why I threw that out there, but I thought it was funny. And he handled it very well. And, you know, I was given the biker guy, like, you know, one-word answers, and he finally got the hint and, you know, moved on along the way. Because, you know, again, I don't want to be mean to people, you know, and I didn't want to be rude to him. You know, I was sitting there with, my ex-husband and my brother-in-law. So certainly, you know, how would he to know without coming up if I was with one or the other? And I really wasn't with anybody in particular. But anyway, very nice not young man, very nice biker man, but probably not my type. Although I don't know, because that wasn't the time or the place to have a conversation with him. And right now, I am off men and on my own mental health journey right now, trying to get my mental self back to 100%. And then I can start worrying about whether or not I got a date if I'm lonely or whatever. Because today and for the foreseeable future, I don't give a shit. I am a single independent woman, and, you know, I'm going to get lonely. And with that, I'm going to let you guys go. Oh, please, please, please. And I know by the time you see this video, it'll be after the fact, but just say some prayers for Mom to get a quick recovery, because she's wanting to go home the day after surgery, which would be Friday when this video drops. So, you know, she can use the prayers because she don't do well at the hospital. With that, I'm out. Peace.